It's time. Ooh. Been live without any noticeable break. Pretty cool. I only just got back home like a minute ago. So I'm sort of here. Logi, are you Sword? Logi is definitely not Sword. Sword is Board is called Sword is Board on Twitch. I have a hot chocolate from Greg's. It's still very, very hot. Hopefully it won't murder my already rather re-aggressing ulcers and quite despairful wisdom tooth pain that seems to be coming and going in phases. I've never had as much blood as I've ever seen in my life than when I was brushing my teeth the day before yesterday. So I should probably see the dentist soon for the first time in a couple years. As mouth be painful. Hopefully hot chocolates can solve those problems. Can solve all problems. Who will have the problems this week is the question of Smiles Go for Miles. We are in week 7. We are approaching fast the middle of the season. Where no doubt there will be a little bit of a kerfuffle because of mid-season power rankings and stuff. Which I will look forward to. It's a fun part of the season. I'm just stirring it at the moment. I have the stick stuck in it. Where's my bin? Nearby. Alright. Well, let's have a look at it, because we've got the Miles Conference here. I don't want to jump the gun too much and go straight into games. Missing 4 games, but we might be getting one of those mid-stream. That's okay. I assume that's just Miles Conference being a bit weird. Things are looking pretty close in the Miles Conference after 6 weeks, as only 2 wins/losses separating first from 12th. As the Nottingham Noivern find themselves probably rightly able to say that they've had a decent season so far, yet they're in 12th, so that wouldn't really line up, and a huge mon difference between them and the Sleaford Snorlax on that shared 3-3 record. Only the Scotland Samurott without a win thus far, and only one of the teams with only 1 win is the Dakar Drapion, who are there somewhat on merit with a -17 mon difference. It's a rough time. So we'll see if it picks up this week, because I think they might be in our first match, I believe. Who is our first match? Let's find out. Indeed they are. It is the Dakar Drapion against the Ontario Oshawott. Ontario. What's correct? Ariana with 13 months. Huge. So, the Ontario Oshawott 2 and 4. The Dakar Drapion 1 and 5. This one is a tense match. I feel like I wish I could have records. You know, I need to make a sort of automated broadcast system. I need to talk to Meow about it or something. Where I can have, like, records and drafts pulled up. And I don't know. There's only so much room on the screen. But I don't use it that efficiently already. I think that's fair to say. It's been cool to have chat, albeit chat is somehow merging into the corner of my webcam, I've noticed, which is something you probably are used to for weeks, but I've only noticed it now. I don't know where that capture is. I'm currently looking. There it is. There you go. You can be there. Ontario. How you doing, Ariana? Coach, of course, of the Ariana's Altarias. That one doesn't take too much to figure out. Logo's white ray round. Sorry. I know. How did you find your birthday, Acerto? Because, of course, we've got another birthday today. What is it with May birthdays and Smiles Go for Miles? What's going on? Everyone kind of wild. You're building to play cat mid-stream. Nice. Watch live. If the timing were to line up, we could, but I don't know. Subson's got a Summer Effect quest. How you doing, Evie? Good to see you, Evie. Coach of the Sleaford Snorlax, of course. Sing happy birthday to Nelson. Can we not have this while he's playing, like, when it's Nelson's game? Nelson's in Smiles Conference, right? Yeah. No. He's in Mars Conference. Right, well, we'll have it when he's playing the Samurott, then. Okay. So, the Ontario Oshawott here with the Sun. And there doesn't really look like there's pretty much any switch-ins to it, to be honest. Mojak's going to have something up his sleeve, and by the looks of it, that is going to be offense. This one is going to be a 15-turner, by the looks of it. Although, the Oshawott have been using a lot of Baton Pass Mew into Charizard X, so there might be some time away from that. I would say that perhaps Unaware Clefairy, but it doesn't get Unaware. So I don't really know what the plan is for that. Saving Sash, Endeavour, Archeops perhaps for the anti-sweep is maybe something Mojak could have up his sleeve. Let's see. Okay. Archeops is the lead. Understandable, you want to get them rocks up, but the turtle makes it hard. Venusaur is a switch, apparently. U-turn from the Archeops. In comes the Weavile. Could be outsped by Chlorophyll Venusaur, of course. Does go for the Ice Shard. Into probably was expecting Weather Ball, but it's toxic. Huh. And that's just a synthesis as Weavile goes for the triple axle. What am I watching? As that is not going to one-shot quite, but it is an Ice Shard range now. Very confusing. Torkoal comes in on an Ice Shard as a Toxic Stall of the Weavile continues. The Paldean Tauros, who does things like bulk up in front of the Torkoal now as Venusaur comes in. And it does bulk up. Okay. Does it kill the Venusaur? It should outspeed as there is no sun. Indeed it does. Then Headbutt was the move. A little reveal, but it's not going to be the most helpful of moves for any of the other mons. Minior is shielded down as it takes the body press, but does not pop the thingy bob. So is that good or bad? I don't know. It's white herbed. It's definitely going to be faster, but I don't know if it's going to be killing. Terra flying into the acrobatics. That's a lot of damage, but it's not enough. And the body press is taken very well as it now goes shields down. It's going ham now. Minior picking up another kill, but it's going to be Ice Sharded by Weavile. It does reveal the heavy-duty boots. Torkoal in. It's going pretty well for Mojak, but it does need switch-ins for the Walking Wake and a way to deal with setup Mew that I have seen, I think, every week from the Oshawott. You got to respect it when a team brings the same set constantly. Some would say laziness. I would say confidence. And it, has worked in the past for the likes of the Link and Ludicolo, now leads Ludicolo. As the Clefairy is going to struggle to win this spin race against the Yawn Torkoal. Rocks race, I should say, because in comes the Walker. Flamethrower crits. He gets Flamethrower. Why does it get Flamethrower? Okay. So here's Weavile. Can it kill? Well, Torkoal is a ever convenient switch in. As Triple Axel misses on the first. Okay. Body press. Down goes Weavile. Where's the kill threat? Tapu Lele, even with Scarfed, is going to struggle to break the Mew. Oh, that Torkoal's dead. Any Cosmic Powers? No. Walking Wake is going to come in. Does it not just get instantly killed? It outspeeds. Hydro Steam. A lot of damage. And it goes down. Psychic Terrain and Sun is a cool little disco, isn't it? We've got some like default word art from Microsoft going on here with the horizon colors as Cosmic Power does be revealed. I am shocketh and shooketh. I'm a little bit worried for Mojack because he is just clicking Psychic. Is this a please crit? I have no other out because that's what it looks like. And assuming it's Sash Archeops, the rocks are going to stop it from doing anything unless we see the Rapid Spin out of the weird Dom fan. I mean, I'm a believer, honestly. To get the Rapid Spin off, Archeops can always beat the Charizard with Sash Endeavor. There's knockoff. Getting rid of leftovers for Mew, who is going to the moon with the Cosmic Powers, ironically enough. So is it Sash Endeavor Archeops? That is the question. Mojack is in the chat saying plus crit. That does not inspire me with confidence. What if it was Scarf Archeops all along? He's going to need a crit from the Archeops in that case. Because it's Dragon Dance Charizard. As I spin it, the Dom fan just saying, please, please kill me. And Master Big Ed is just like, I will set up even more as this raid boss looking Gigantamax feeling Charizard is on my screen. The fanboys are loving it. As is it Sash Endeavor Archeops? This is all I need to see, please. Okay. Boom. That's recoil. Archeops is in. Here we go. Boom. Mega. Boom. Terra Rock. Dragon Claw. It is not Sash Endeavor. And the Ontario Oshawott are going to win 2-0 after that somewhat stalling. And the Dakar Drapion season is starting to go from bad to worse. There's poor starts and you can excuse it, but this is a slippery slope that they have already slid a distance down. You said the crit flamethrower was unfortunate, which rightly so. The triple axle miss on Torkoal. I don't know if it ended up being the difference between putting it into a roll or not, but it didn't feel like there was an answer for this Cosmic Power Baton Pass. Hard. Alright. We move on, and we have got the Bolt and Boldore against the Jersey Jolteons. I'll correct the sides there. And the Jersey Jolteons have had a very eventful last couple weeks. I believe they're on a 2-loss streak, if I'm not mistaken. Someone can correct me, I'm sure. Cosmic Power Baton Pass has seemingly come every single week, yes. It's a cool set. So, What's going on in Rain Town tonight? What's my microphone level looking at? Looks like it's quite sensitive. Have I sounded louder than usual? Because I've been louder than usual. That's correct. That's where it should be. Okay. So, we've got the same 6 out of the Jolteons. And I said, I imagine we'll be quite happy to see that. He's got a lot of anti-rain. He's got Fake Out, Lopunny, Stall Out. He's got some cool Wandering Spirit plays with the Regirock. He's got an Eel, which is amazing in most matchups, but especially this. Tangrowth, Volbeat for some Prankster Sunny Day action. Chlorophyll, Tangrowth, anyone? I would be down. Maddie has resubbed for 54 months. This is Isoto's last battle played as a 17-year-old. We'll just wait this out. Yeah, I mean, Tangrowth a very good switch him to both Swampert and Dracovish. Kilowattrel gets pretty annoyed by Eel, and probably the Regirock as well. Overquill is a threat, but it seems like a decent matchup for the bottom Boldore. The Jersey Jolteons have lost 2 in a row coming into this match. Honestly, Harry, there's been too many birthdays to keep up with, frankly, in the Draft League and wider Discord community. Hey there, Master Dragon. I love that octopus. I'm just going to start the fucking battle. So Dracovish immediately leading does Vishy-Sunak. And you get a Rebel Rouser here. An awkward one as we see Terra Water immediately to take the Fisher's Rend. Holy shit, that's so much damage that banded. As Iron Defense. Okay. Pelipper is in. Looking for some Hurricane in plays. Amnesia. Holy moly. Oh, when's the Kilowattrel going to come in? Here it is. How do you take Thunders? Mr. Regirock, as he's Terra Watered, but he's probably regretting it right now. Oh. Tanks it. Gets the rest. It's Resto Chesto. What is the force move? Body press, I guess? Thunder hitting. Still so much damage. There's another Amnesia. Alright. Can this thing evade the crits? Because currently... I mean, why would actually... Oh, the Thunder Power, the 30%. Body press is some damage. This is pretty terrifying for the Jersey Jolteons who need a crit. You know, they have so much offensive firepower that they certainly aren't going to have any anti-setup on their team. What is this, 4 or 5 hits, no crit? Probably 6 now. The rain has stopped. Oh, God. Yeah, Pelipper has to come back in. As we see the Iron Defense. More defense, more body press. There's the Hurricane. No confusion. And that is it. This thing is fully set up. Is this going to 6-0 sweep? It's going to be a slow 6-0 sweep. But what a set this could prove to be. Terra Water in the rain. I mean, it's the right type. What's Grimmsnarl going to do? Tell me it's got Encore. Is it going to put up screens? Bro. This sucks to be Ash right now. It's just like, huh. My team just wants to hit things, and currently that isn't working. I'm going to set up some screens. I'm just going to try all the shit. And now I'm stuck. Yeah. Body press, 63%. Oh my god, it's game over. It's actually game. He gets the Thunder Wave. Down goes Bloody Fairy. Alright, this is his only chance. Thunder hits despite no rain. Body press nearly kills. If this goes down, then I'm pretty sure it's game over. Here we go. The full power. Oh my goodness. I mean, I said I can probably rest up at this point. The Thunder miss. He does rest. Gives Atch maybe 2 more shots. Thunder again hits, but no crit. Atch drops the GGs in chat. I think he knows he's got 1 more chance. Because, oh, he misses. Never mind. With the Runary just waking up, I mean, what even kills it with a crit after this Killer Watch rule? That's the thing. It crits at the last possible turn. Okay, we have a game again, but this is already a little bit scuffed for Atch, who's lost his Grimmsnarl and incredibly low health Killer Watch rule. Jesus. Okay. Isurdo denied the 6-0, albeit a crit would probably have been due at some point. Where's Atch's Wincon now? It's got to somehow kill this Tangrowth. It goes straight for the Swords Dance. Lopunny stays in and clicks close combat. Holy alpha from Isurdo, who, to be fair, probably would have lived 1 gunk shot. Unboosted. Liquidation. Huh? It lives? In the rain? +2? I mean, I guess it's no stab. I was thinking it was stab. But it is kind of stab because it's raining. Close combat, firing away. I mean, this is game over. Dracovish can't beat the Tangrowth, and the second this rain goes down, it's just game. It's a really well-managed battle from the Bolton Boldore and the Jersey Jolteons. This is the real difficulty with a one-dimensional draft, and I feel like they have failed on the initial boom you get at the start of the season when no one really knows what you're going to bring. And it is hard to diversify the teams you bring with this draft. And more people are going to see what works and what doesn't. And they've already slid now. This is 3 losses in a row for the Jersey Jolteons. And the Bolton Boldore are probably going to be directly overtaking them. With a couple wins of their own on the bounce now. I'm surprised that Eel didn't come in there. But apparently Ancient Power Tangrowth wants to come to the party. So we see Terra Ice. Terra Ice, Terra Blast. Pretty cool. No Omni Boost. Oh! Oh! How about that Omni Boost? Still probably Eel for the Mon difference, though. Yeah. Subway Squirter. Alright. Hurricane Confusion? No confusion. Oh! Zap Cannon Eel. Just for a flex from Isurdo. We'll slowly Giga Drain this thing down, apparently. I forgot this thing has Volt Absorb. What a cool mon that bird is. Oh my god, the Hurricane Confusion. Does this thing outspeed? It actually outspeeds Thunderous. Holy shit. Isurdo is not switched out. Surely you switch out just to stop the confusion in case you hit yourself. Oh my god, the crit Hurricane. A kill with Super Fang on 1 HP. Love that. I learned that that does kill against Shedinja. Wow. Okay. It's a big result. Big result. We move on to our next battle. And it is top of the Miles Conference, the London Lunalas, up against the Mafia bosses of the Bocken and Bonslys, who have found their footing after a rocky start to this season, it seems. But they're going to need to find more than just footing. They're going to take down this horrendous draft of swords with the Ting Lu, the Mega Zam, the Little Rock Salt Cube. Could have would have been a 6-0. Hey, I mean, after the way you played the ending, I think you just take the dub. Okay. What has Vex got? Well, he's got a Scizor. Scizor has got to be one of the very best mons against this front 4 core, given the likely Terra Fairy. I guess it could be Terra Fire this time, but I don't think it will be. Not with the Flygon. Mega Zam really struggles. Ting Lu will not like Scizor at all. Neither will Serperior. Honestly, Scizor makes the Buckingham Bonslys have quite a chance in this matchup. Matchup-wise. There's a Zapdos opener. And a Scizor lead from Vex. Won't be happy to see that, although apparently it tanks the Thunderous Kick no problem, though it tanks a defense drop as well. Really awkward. What's the chance of that defense drop? Goes straight for the Bullet Punch and kills. Holy shit. What? Life Orb is enough. You outspeeds. How fast is this thing? Not fast enough. Close combat one-shots. What? Why would you throw this thing in front of Scizor when it's slower? Did it have a bug berry or something? This is disappointing. Zapdos is here, but the battle's over. What a result. I mean, this is going to be a real chance for the other teams on 5-1 in the conference. Yeah, the Cheshire Combees and the Merseyside Mimikyu are the only two mons. Worry Seed getting rid of the Purifying Salt. Holy Based gets the Toxic on the Knuckle stack. And that's what Draft League is all about right there. No more Eviolite. Holy shit. This Serena does not like Cobalt Catastrophe. If only it had a nickname, I could be a fan of it. Knock off all of the items. And yeah, this Mega Zam ain't going to be doing that much. Not with a Flareon and a Sneasel in the back. You can strength sap all you want with these cringe sets and the Knuckle stack, but that has been an utter demolition. It's a shame that this lasted more than 10 turns, considering the battle was over after 4. But there you go. Pesto Anchovy. Carmine is attempting to do it, but it won't be able to one-shot without Psyshock. Traces the guts. It's Psychic, and it still one-shots. Jesus. First impression Flygon. Holy moly. And a forfeit. Fair enough. I mean, Knuckle Stack and Corsola aren't two mons that would die fast. It's a 5-0 for the Buckingham Bonsly. That is a oomph of a battle. Dismissal of the London Lunalas. As we have the Leeds Litwicks against the Merseyside Mimikyu. I've got the wrong Mimikyu logo. The Leeds Litwicks. Well, they had a good start to the season, but after an L and now a recent loss to the Bradford Bulu, it is, you know, it's the beginning of Shitwick season. I think most people can agree with coming into this week. Would the Leeds Litwicks win against the Merseyside Mimikyu after losing to the Bradford Bulu just last week? There is a team that would do it. It is the Leeds Litwicks, but I need to have a look at these teams. Is it possible? So what stops Roaring Moon from one-shotting after a Dragon Dance and killing everything. No, I think with Acrobatics and Earthquake, it does just sweep the entire team after one Dragon Dance. That's cool. I would assume it's Scarf Coco to cover that off. Where's my music? This pretty much has to be Scarf, Gleam, or Play Rough Coco, or else it's instantly Chi-Chi. Sucks for the hands and the Coco in general, because Jolteon is apparently tier 3, even though it blocks Volt Switches and is that fast. There's also no ground type, so Jolteon can just come in and click Volt Switch constantly, which will often be boosted by Electric Surge. So Phalius has planned this pretty well, as you can see. There could be some cooler stuff. I don't know how Quark Drive works with... Oh, that's what to do with electric terrain. It won't do anything with the sun. I don't really know what Iron Leaves can do, but it looks like it could be pretty dangerous with the Excadrill and the Gigalith, and it probably gets Stone Edge as well, which is nice considering it outspeeds Charizard. So this could be a funky one. Tapu Koko is the lead. Jolteon? Indeed. Why the fuck not? So this is actually a speed tie, right? It is, and it's one out by Phalius, although did he really want to win that speed tie is the question. Because it is actually switch initiative to the most side Mimikyu. As the Quark Drive goes off immediately, Weezing's going to come in and miss the Will-O-Wisp on the Thunder Punch. That's a big 48%. Rocky Helmet will at least provide some commiseration as Araquanid comes in. Raya will have read that surely and goes for the Pain Split, rightly so. Water Bubble means no Will-O-Wisp happiness. And gets the poison with the Sludge Bomb, which is a bit of a making up for the Willow miss, I guess. So the Sticky Web goes up. And the webs are scary. Why does this thing get I guess it's full of fog and mist. It can just defog. Okay. There's Chilly Reception as Gigalith comes in. So in comes this thing that can set grassy terrain. But clicks Leech Seed. Okay. Can it Terror? I don't know what this tier is. I just don't know. I'm really... Yeah. Slowking is in. Okay. Any Chilly Receptioners as the rocks go up? No, just Arboliva because didn't want to take rocks damage. Okay, well, Earthquake's here. So the Seed Sower is there. Now loads of healing. Okay, very successful, productive set of turns from the Leeds Litwicks there. I wonder if we're going to see Leech Seed again. We're going to see Substitute before Leech Seed? Perhaps, because look at that grassy terrain and leftovers. Out healing the Sandstorm is kind of cool, in a sense, winning the slow overturn battle against the damage over time of the Mother Side Mimikyus. And we'll get that Leech Seed up, which with grassy terrain and no more sand is a lot of heal. Oh my goodness. Does it have Protect? It does not have Protect. Oh god, this thing's dead. Oh, Roost. Okay. Understandably, Charizard would have been low to the point where a cheeky rock setting could have caught it out. Though who has rocks on the Leeds Litwick side, I don't know. So here's Fake Out. Rocky Helmet. Yeah, I don't know about the Roost. I thought that Hariyama should have died. There's Will-O-Wisp. On the Araquanid coming in, looking to try and set that web back up. But defog is a thing, and Roaring Moon will come in. Raising its attack on that last turn of Sun. Why not? Get a big, powerful U-turn off to pick up a kill or switch initiative. Oh, it loses the boost when the Sun goes down. Interesting. But the border's like 30. That's still kind of important then if he is AV. Because he can't heal. So, in we come. The Hariyama forcing another switch to the Weezing. More Rocky Helmet damage. Main Split. That kills. Okay. Rocky Helmet doing work. And Hariyama very much down and ready for the taking. Easy U-turn kill. Crunch will be the move. Which will force the Coco in at least, you would think. Alright. Phalis is... Yeah, I mean... Oh, the Roselli. Are we seeing a Dragon Dance? We are. So is this a speed tie? This is probably a speed... No, it's not, because this thing is 370. It's not a speed tie. I thought it was 394. Don't know why. I guess I just was hoping for the non-Scarf. Didn't expect Scarf. He instantly loses in one turn if it's not Scarf, though. That's rough. What a chance now at 4v4. That's well taken by Slowking, who isn't Assault Vest, right? Because he's got Chilly Reception. Wow. And Chilly Reception, of course, screws over with the sun as well. As Iron Leaves comes in, with the terrain still up, that's an attack raise. All of this shit going on just confuses the crap out of me as Gigalith comes in on a suspected Stone Edge. But it's Psy Blade, whatever that is. That's an insane amount of damage. And Gigalith is going to go down. Terra Rock. Well, I think this might be an Excadrill instead. Is it a bait? Is it a bait from Phalius? No, it's not. Okay. I thought he was going to Terra Rock and then close combat. It would be insane. Imagine that play. Dude, imagine he Terra Rocks on the Volt Switch to bait in the Excadrill instead of the Charizard and then clicks Coco. Dude, that would have been insane. And instead he's just like, shit, why did I click Sword Stance? What the fuck am I doing? So this is still potential Shitwick time as Iron Head does do a fair bit to this rather bulky Believer. Is it a believer in not getting flinched by Iron Head? It does have a lot of regen as Sword Stance goes up. Will it be a Leech Seed? It's a Giga Drain. That's a lot of damage thanks to Grassy Terrain. Okay. It comes down to an Iron Head flinch. No flinch. And Earth Power it gets to pick up the kill. And it's now 4v2 for the Leeds Litwicks. And with the Slowking in the back, they might need to get one more Regenerator off, though. Signal Beam is there from the Jolteon. What is this Jolteon's item? We do not know. Leftover. No, that's Grassy Terrain. Ignore me. In comes Slowking. Thunderbolt, 29%. Slowking with the Psy Shock. It's a lot of damage. Not enough. Can pick up the kill if it just stays in. Charizard might be forced in here. Iron Leaves is going to come in. On the Volt Switch. And it will live one. Probably would not have lived a Thunderbolt. That's a huge turn. I thought if anything Coco would come in, considering it's Scarfed. Like, what? Psy Blade is a lot of damage, but this is just Roost, no? Yep. Could have been Stone Edge if it had it. Or Terra Blast Rock. What? Why would you Terra Rock if you weren't gonna... What? Why would you Terra Rock if you've not got Rock Terra Blast? It would... What? What are the Litwicks doing, man? They can lose this now. No, bro. They have to decide whether to... Oh my god. They T-bolt the Zard and make the right 50-50 call, given that we know this thing is Scarfed. And now Slowking can come in, and barring a crit here... Wait, Jesus. And just a pivot back into the Coco. Synchronize, trying to catch the Coco on the Switch. Respect that. Wow. That is a chaotic battle. And the Leeds Litwicks have won it. I mean, that was quite something. It was so weird. We have got my cam doesn't fit into my box. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, that's a common thing when I switch between Emerald Kaiser and Ref League. Is that I need to adjust the crop a little bit. I hadn't noticed or remembered. There we go. Oh, I thought my cam should be further along my monitor. Phyllis lost to me and then decided you had to prep. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was so much Litwick energy about that battle. In a good and bad way. Right. So, the Cheshire Combees with a Galarian Darmanitan and no switch-ins. Okay, do they just win? Probably. Yeah, they probably just click Icicle Crash and everything dies. Can Mega Venusaur stand up to Galarian Darmanitan? Probably not. This looks like we're going to need to see some weird tech. Can Levi get the correct reveal to deal with Galarian Darmanitan just sweeping the entire team with a Scarf? Who is Scarf to catch it? I guess we're going to see some Terra Steel Tornadus, is what I'm thinking. Terra Steel with Flash Cannon. And then that's going to be the attempt to catch, like, Sylveon for some damage as well. That seem fair? That's going to be it. I am accidentally whacking my mic. You say, oh god, this battle. Is it just Sylveon and Mega Venusaur looking at each other or something? There's Ditto. Stops any Carmine Raikou. Although if it's behind a sub, it's a little bit problematic. Rocky Helmet on the Orthworm. Terra Poison is an unusual one in front of a Great Tusk. But a nice getting of Iron Defense up, I guess. What? Huh? Is it not going to get Earthquake? Or am I missing something here? What? Earth Eater. Is that immune to Earthquake then? That's insane. What the fuck? This was like... This was tier 3. It gets rocks and ground immunity and insane defense. Jesus. It was tier 4. It seems bulky as shit though. What the fuck? No heavy duty boots or Mr. Cleavable hurts. Seems like it's scarfed. Which is understandable considering it doesn't want to get trapped by Dugtrio. And killed. Heavy slam. Really didn't do much. Yeah, that's fair. Scald, of course. The most normal move for Raikou to get and use. So we see Volt Switch go off. Who wants to come in on the Sylveon? It is Heavy Duty Boots Tornadus. Okay. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Taunt. Nice. Going to take a lot of damage from a Hyper Voice there. It does this U-turn out. ... in the chat from Levi. Wish is here. So is Ditto the switch-in for Mega Venusaur? Because Mega Venusaur can't really... Wait, what? If you Baton Pass a Leech Seed into a Ditto and it becomes Mega Venusaur, or you just Baton Pass a Leech Seed into a Grass type in general, does the Leech Seed get cancelled or what? Like, huh? Mysterious Mega Venusaur. Against Mega Venusaur. Which blocks Sleep Powder. Yeah, These are the 4 moves it must have. And Maddie is clicking Leech Seed. Alright. So is this Scarf Ditto still? It's got leftovers. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? It's a Mega Venusaur with leftovers. And this is planned. Why make a counter to Mega Venusaur? Holy shit. You don't need to worry about killing Mega Venusaur when you have a Mega Venusaur with infinite PP and leftovers. Holy shit. That is... I've never seen anyone do this. It's so cringe for Levi because they just sit here jerking each other off doing nothing. But, like, he's only got the Espeon and the Tornadus. I mean, sure, Espeon can come in on Sleep Powder or Leech Seed, whatever, but this is PP. And Maddie gets infinite refills of the 5 PP each time. Oh my god. That is so, like, foolproof. That's so fucking cool. It's so cringe, but it's so cool. Ditto is a hard Mega Venusaur counter, and we've never seen someone do this. Dude, Mega Venusaur with leftovers is stupid. Stupid strong. And I guess the Mega Venusaur could have had knockoff. It'd be pretty annoying. Wow. That is... Yeah, I'm on normal speed now. I know Maddie has infinite patience when it comes to reducing PP. Eventually, Espeon is going to have to come in. Except it isn't first, because... You know, we'll have to switch first. I think we'll just see Earthworm be the Sleep Powder recipient in about 4 turns, precisely. Is a 3 out of the 8 synthesis already used on Mega Venusaur. And there is the Sleep Powder. It does hit. And guess who's coming back in, baby? PP Stall City. Levi is going to have to bring in the Espeon at some point because he is running out of moves. Wow. This is actually like soft locking IRL. In comes the Espeon. On the Giga Drain and it crits. Oh my goodness. So in comes Sylveon. As the wish goes up. This is where you wish you could run Leper Berries more often. The wish goes up and down on both sides. Cleavor. Could get kill. Cross poison. Pretty cool. Mega Venusaur is in. So in comes Ditto. This could be a fair few turns. It won't probably get to 200. But it'll be over 100. I mean, Levi's got to think of something. You know, he has to try and get the switches on the Leech Seeds and the Sleep Powder to the Espeon. Because that Giga Drain really hurt Espeon, the fact that it happened to be. We see an early Sylveon. I don't entirely know why, but I guess it's not got Sleep Powder, Sludge Bomb. It's not an imminent threat. Sleep Claws, of course, does stop as the Earthworm is still sleeping. Hyper Voice will crit. What are these with these crits, man? So Ditto's back in. And Levi, in his prep for the various annoying, difficult to deal with mons that the Cheshire Combi have, he probably did not prep for Mega Venusaur. And that is the worry. Does Tornadus even have Hurricane? Does it even have a flying type move? Because it definitely does not necessarily need one. And at the moment, it looks like Espeon could be a clerical support set. And there's no imminent reason why you would want a psychic type move on Espeon either. There may not be a way for him to kill Mega Venusaur as he catches the Sleep Powder on the switch. 2 Tornadus. It does wake up and get the knockoff. It is physical Tornadus. Surely Acrobatics does have then. Says a future sight from the Slowking. Man, he's starting to slowly put up this pressure. You're seeing some chilly reception going on here. No, just straight slack off. As the wishes do go up. Alright, Espeon. Having to protect. It is trapped by Dugtrio. I don't think it's going to live Dugtrio unless it is max defense. Maddie does not want to take that risk by the looks of it. And it's just Wish from Levi. I don't think Levi has any attacking moves. I think this might be Baton Pass on Espeon and maybe even Heal Bell. Wow. Why does this get defogged, by the way? It can defog away the rocks it sets with Stone Axe. Does seem a little bit anti-synergy. So there is the Scald from Raikou. I mean, this is just sad. We're still at 6v6. It is cool, but it's sad for Levi because I don't see how he can really win this with the sets that I suspect he has. He is playing on, so I think he must clearly know something I don't. Which makes sense. I don't know most of his sets for sure. So, what is the battle with the latest first kill? Is a good question, as we do get to 70 turns without any knockouts. And there is a simple trap of the Raikou with Dugtrio. And Ditto's going to come back in. It evolves from... What? It evolves from Scyther? I thought it was just a legendary, like, on its own or something. Oh, Levi has forfeited. It is a 6-0. And you know what? That forfeit makes sense. I'd seen enough too. Scyther Evolution in Legends Arceus. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. Is that not obvious? It looks the same. I mean... Yeah, I can see the similarities. But I went so long that Levi couldn't stay much longer. I mean, I respect him wanting to play it out then. All right. It is the Dien's Deino up next. And they're up against the Sleaford Snorlax here in the Miles Conference. Wow, wow. Woo, bow, bow. Wow, wow. What have we got here then? Just making sure logos are all right and ready to go. So, the Dien's Deino, also with a slow start, a bit like Bonsly's, have looked a bit okay since. And they are now up against the Sleaford Snorlax, who have we seen? We have seen pull off a pretty cool upset or two already, so this could be a spicer, as the Mega Abomasnow is there, although certainly doesn't have too much to be happy about this battle outside of walling the Excalibur something. Excalibur. Landorus is there, certainly a threat. Obviously, the cleanup mon has been Regirock, that Sandy Shocks won't be allowed to die at any low price, I imagine, but Eevee will be desperate to try and catch it out with any sort of Male Metal or Nihilego play. So Floppy has to be very careful, although, to be fair, Regirock probably loses to Florges just about, depending on its set. Now, there's a lot of offense out of the Snorlax side, and I'm interested to see how Flupkey will manage it. Probably the favourite in this matchup, as we see the Landorus Classic lead, forcing a U-turn out of the Talonflame. No Rocky Helmet, no nothing revealed. Will it set rocks? It will knock off, catching the protective pads of the Hitmonchan, which is pretty cool. Flopkey was expecting the Rapid Spin, and he's going to be having to make another switch here just to evade the Earthquake. And it's another knockoff, no leftovers on the Celesteela. Eevee opening up quite the item advantage early on. We'll look for the U-turn out or potentially not be allowed it if it was Protect on Stella Artois. Stealer Artois. Flamethrower is there. Big damage on the Regirock, but it's not going to be a two-shot. As a switch into Florges is the play. Surprising. Did he expect a Hyper Beam immediately? Maybe just didn't want to get doubled on the Sandy Shock switch. That's a lot of damage on Florges that felt a little unnecessary. So in comes Talonflame. Is it Flame Body? Thunder Punch there. It is Flame Body, even just on the one hit. It was a nice read from Eevee, but they're punished by the Flame Body nonetheless. It's a nice play from Flupkey. Who goes for the U-turn, predicting the switch. Melmetal certainly a lot nicer now it's burnt. But hang on a minute, it's Third Eye that comes in on the Thunder Punch. How much damage can it do with the Earth Power is the question. Or is it just going to be Volt switching? Landorus comes in. Could be getting caught if it is. It is Stealth Rock. Nicely done. Landorus gets Defog now as well, doesn't it? Let's set its own rocks anyway. Glacier is in. Will we see the Abomasnow as the answer? Ice Shard catches a greedy U-turn out of the Landorus. That's a really cheeky play from Flupkey. Noticing the potential for greedy U-turn. As there is the Landorus out of action. As Ice Shard, in fact, might feature more so because it's actually going to be Nihilego predicting a switch of the Ice Shard prediction or something. Or does Abomasnow not have Ice Shard? What just happened? Well, Leech Seed will get at the kill anyway. Excalibur is back in. Meteor Beam. Oh, shit. That thing's dead. Yep. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the expectation was. Maybe he was just pretending that it was like Scarf. Excalibur? I don't know. That's confusing to me. Terra Steel and a Bullet Punch boosting. Couldn't you... Yeah. I don't know. It's a nice evasion of the Sludge Wave. And a Force switch into Melmetal. Melmetal while burnt. Very sad noises. Flamethrower. Slowly. Thunder Punch. Even more slowly. Surprised that Flupkey didn't Leech Seed, but I think he was predicting the Abomasnow to come back in. The crit Thunder Punch. It's not going to help his chances here. I'm worried about the Floatzel, actually. I don't know what's going to beat the Floatzel. It feels like Floor just dies to it, and so does Hitmonchan. Certainly now that it's Terra Steel. Not that makes a difference, because it still keeps its fighting stab, right? I just worry that the combo of Floatzel and Regirock just cleans up now. Regirock is going to come in. We do see Florges come in again. I don't... Like, there's actually no punish of going into a ground type on this thing other than a double from Eevee, right? Like, am I missing something here? Because now this thing's so low that there's no... Here is the Sandy Shocks. Let's set rocks. Will it click a move? Abomasnow comes in. Flash Cannon. Does it outspeed and kill? I would imagine it probably does. Bonk. Of course, the Third Eye is quite fast. So the Floatzel will come in and force a sack of the Florges. That's game. Shit happens. The Sleaford Snorlax, surely, if I'm not mistaken, are going to clean up here with Regirock. Maybe expecting, like, agility, or I don't know. Like, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Floatzel beats everything anyway, right? Nothing lives. It was always going to kill. Floatzel just too goated. Oh, it's dead. Regirock is the de facto cleaner upper here. And it's going to be a 1-0 win. A tense one as well. Things are really, if I'm trying to visualize in my head, grouping up in the Miles Conference in terms of record-wise. We've still got 2 battles left to look at. And the first of them is the birthday boy himself. It is Nelson and the Super Hooper up against the Scotland Samurott. So if you give me a second. There was a song request from Subson. He wants me to sing Happy Birthday, which I will try and do, but I am aware that clips take away my Spotify, so that would not be a great time for me. Just getting the logos for the final battle. Right. So, the Super Hooper looking for a birthday win over the currently winless Scotland Samurott, who have brought the Oricorio. Is that a birthday present, or is that actually going to do some work? I don't know. Happy birthday to ya, Angel Thump. I guess it could be a play for a switch in to Keldeo. It's a brave one. I feel like Latias does that pretty well. The Donphan is the opener against the Lycanroc, who Terra Waters and Terra Blasts immediately for just 43%. Wow. That is not so hot. Keldeo in. Lovely double, though, from Techo predicting the Keldeo. But Umbreon is going to be in response, and this is the reality of Umbreon Donphan as a core. Calm Mind. When did they give this Calm Mind? What? Umbreon has not had Calm Mind. Not when I've used it. Earthquake. A lot of damage. Baton Pass. Very nice. Now you don't have to run Calm... Wait, it's Calm Mind into sub-Calm Mind Keldeo. Why is Nelson trying to Techo? What the fuck? Hydro Pump hits, crucially. Surprised Nelson risked it, but that's a Giga Chad play. In comes a Lycanroc. Does it just die? It outspeeds. Why does it outspeed? I don't know, but it does. Why does Horsey get air slash? I don't know. Giga Drain from Tentacruel is nearly enough. I am very perplexed, but I'm having a great time. Medicham in. Lucio is having a ball. A shadow ball, more specifically. And it's going to clean up if it is indeed Scarf, and Latias is not. Maybe it lives one. Umbreon's going to come in. Nelson wants that 6-0. He will. Oh, hold the front door. The reverse sweep. Hold up. Is it a Techo off? Nah. Nah. This would be the funniest shit. What am I watching? How has this come out of the bag? Nelson, bro, if you lose this on your birthday, you're never going to recover. I've never seen a reverse sweep in Pokemon. Not since Clefable. Shadow Ball. Oh, man. Why has it got Shadow Ball? The Chandelure. So, by the looks of it, Latias needs a T-Bolt Para and or a crit. Umbreon, it's hard to say what it needs, but Nelson is in a very stressful situation where any crit Thunderbolt is going to one-shot him. I don't know how he's got into this situation, but this is where we are. He's baton passed into Diancie for the Moonblast. He needs to win the speed tie. He does. Latias. Serve. Oh! Diancie holds. And I imagine Nelson calced that. And he will keep the 6-0. Jesus. That is, that was stressful. Jesus. The Regirock against the Bradford Bulu. Ugh. My headset's died. There's a mouse hold. That has come to the club. Who beeth the Rocky Helmet carrier for the Red Hill Regirocks? That is the question. This looks like a fun battle either way. There is no use me breaking this down. I just along for the ride. So, the Bradford Bulu in form. As such, having beaten the Leeds Litwick, a team who, after their win this week, will be right back up near the top of the conference, one would expect. They got a Volt Switch early on here. And she's trying to play safe and avoid catching that hidden Power Ice. I have a Gligar prediction, but Rotom is going to get hit quite hard. And a Gligar is going to come in on what could have been a knockoff. It's a Leaf Blade. I expected Scizor as the switch in, but that's what we get. We get a Rock setting. Ooh, missing out on a chance to set Rocks is the Gligar. Because the Mega Sableye is going to get that Mega off and get you turned on. Taunt. Hang on a minute. Vinci has forgotten how that works and is going to get burnt. So there's a U-turn. A turn later, as here comes the Sableye. Big knockoff. Choice Spec's gone. Can this thing even break now? Shadow Sneak, what? Wanting to try and put it into Rock's range for later in the battle, perhaps. A nice play. Well, says Aura's in. Could be catching a Will-O-Wisp to the face. I guess it's just U-turning. Back into Gligar or the Moth. Or Crobat's here. That's going to catch a Will-O-Wisp as well. There's no Cleric on the side of the Red Hill Regirock. This is actually really, really not good for them. Oh, it's a special attacking Crobat with the Nasty Plot. Pretty cool. Catches the knockoff. Big knockoff doing loads of work. No more Black Sludge for Big Batty Boy, which is a lovely name. But the reality is it's going to lose to a Scarf Circuitry, which you would expect, right? Sableye needs to get out of there. Will Tim let it? Because it's a second Nasty Plot from Crobat. Goes for the Shadow Sneak. Sableye might be getting sacked off here. A fourth boost. Triple nasty plot. What am I seeing? Shadow Sneak. Continuing. As Air Slash doesn't even kill. Oh my goodness. Strangeness is what we are seeing. Here comes the Hisuian Arcanine trying to save the Mega Sableye, who is outsped by like everything and killed anyway. But Rock Dog will come in and just about take 2 bullet punches as long as another one doesn't crit. As in comes the Flame Thrower. No head smash action today, apparently. This Morning Sun on a potential Earthquake. It's still a lot of damage with that 4 times weakness. There is a slacking. Free recovery. You know what? You're absolutely right, Tim. I hadn't really paid attention to the slacking. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Dave is in. Dave is out, but the Sableye can come in now. And it does. And back up Sableye is going to go. In comes the Iron Moth. 5-5. Very tense spot in this battle. Shadow Sneak is not enough. Fiery Dance crits for 46%, but it will be going down to the Shadow Sneak. The slacking is going to come in to try and cover that off. Tim, recover like a Chad? Okay. So we see Kartana in on the Earthquake. It's going to be able to swipe at a potential inbound Mega Scizor. Will it double out in prediction? Psycho Cuts. Alright, Mega Scizor is slowly turning this battle. Because Arcanine is going to come in. Slacking seeks another soul. But protect from the Arcanine. Wowza. It reveals it already. Finchie probably hoping not to see that. Protect Arcanine. Mate, that's fantastic. Bradford Bulu are bringing the techs, and they are working. They get the Sableye in on the Gligar, and that will probably lift a burnt Gligar Earthquake and get off another recover. In comes Iron Moth. We know Iron Moth can barely do anything. Shadow Sneaks down. And it feels like the Red and Regirock are running out of ideas. Play Rough misses from the slacking, and it was a choice band. It would have died. Oh my god. What happens if that dies? Well, Xurkitree is still at Orchid Mon. If you don't know many items. No more Eviolite for Gligar. The Bradford Bulu are somehow in complete control of this battle. Very much aided by a play rough miss, but even before that, they were tipping the scales. This is... I mean, if they see this out, is this not like the strongest Bulu start in history? They'll be what? 3 and 4? That's pretty dope. I mean, this is sad. Xurkitree is in as the U-turn comes through. Here is slacking. 3-volt switch into the Sableye. Earthquake is something, but it's not enough. Scizor, the only really remaining hope. Does it have Swords Dance? Oh, goodness. I don't think it does have Swords Dance. In comes the Mousehold on the play rough. Does tank one. As in comes the Scizor. What does Mousehold have? It has Tidy Up. And now it is dead to Bullet Punch, so it has to get out. Okay. The Rock Dog still has Intimidate access. It's still a very good Mon. Leftovers. Stonks increasing. Hydro Pump hitting hard on the Zerk switch in. As Gligar comes in. Volt Switch is blocked. Is it choiced circuitry? Seemingly. As a U-turn. Finchy trying to wriggle out some more kills. But potentially even the game. Because in comes Kartana to its doom. And we're back to a 4v4. Gligar in. It's red by Tim. With the hidden power. Picks up the kill. A very important turn. As there is the U-turn. Zerk. The Hydro Pump misses. And it's going to get another Volt Switch off. And another miss from Hydro Pump. Bro. This mouse should not be here. This Sableye is not here, finally. Rotom is back in, but Zerk can nearly kill, and it does with Terra Electric. And that's that. The Protect Flamethrower is enough. Jesus. A lot has fallen in the Bradford Bulu's favour that game, but they didn't choose it. Miles Conference. What was this week? I need to see the standings. So the standings after week 7 are close still, as only the Cheshire Combees sport 6 wins from their opening 7 games. They are trailed by the Merseyside Mimikyu, who won't be leaving them alone anytime soon, but also the Buckingham Bonsly, London Lunala, and that's right, Clown inside the Soldiers moment. But these Litwicks at 5 and 2, then with a 5 Mon difference. It's a bit of an extended 4 and 3 club with the Sleaford Snorlax, Jens Deino, Bolton Boldore, Super Hoopa getting up there, and Jersey Jolteons now sliding out of playoffs with a 3-loss streak, albeit some of those remarkably unfortunate. An unfortunate loss there for the Red Hill Regirock that brings them to tie record 3 and 4 with the Bradford Bulu, though with a positive Mon difference. They're joined by the Ontario Oshawott and the Nottingham Noivern, who their Mon difference woes continue. Now at -10 after that 6 dropped the hands of the Combees. Boldore Drapion down at 1 and 6, and we are yet to see the result between the Tampa Turtwig and the Plymouth Pachirisu. This is a weird conference. Very, very weird. Well, we'll touch back in on them later, because we have got a Smiles conference to get to, which coming into this week looks like this. There we go. Right. So these are the standings. Let me just open up these fixtures first. We don't have a lot of them. We are missing 2, which is this Gosten As we're starting with the current leaders, the Belfast Blaziken, reigning champions, up against the Yorkshire Yanma. And we'll be finishing with our featured matchup, the Stockmartner Starmies, up against the Scunthorpe Scorbunny. I will make a prediction for that. Alright, let's get into it. The Amsterdam's Aggron up at 4-2. We're starting with the Yorkshire Yanma against the Belfast Blaziken, which it is an early time in the season, so no surprise to say the Yorkshire Yanma haven't started too hot. There'll be heavy underdogs here nonetheless. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Smiles is the land of late fixtures so far this season. Not cool. Not cool, guys. Not cool. Like, it is just not cool. Uncool. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Okay. So, let's see how we're looking. Good looking. And we are on board with the Yorkshire Yanma. From the other side, I should say, they have the Mega Manectric, the Yan Mega. Mega Manectric does literally nothing this game. It pretty much loses to Tentacruel, let alone Zapdos and Crook. Rabombi looks like an insane threat if it's running Quiver Dance rather than just Sash Lead with webs, which it can actually do both. It only needs Bug Bowers and Moonblast to rip Icy a new one. Only like AV or just generally Spadef, Nuzzle, Hatterene stands as an answer. The Lopunny will struggle to claim instant kills until Tangrowth is chipped, but that's very easily done with some classic U-turn Zapdos pivoting. So this looks rough for Icy. He's going to have to play this very well. Yo, Joe, with the 19 months of the sub expiring midstream. By the way, Terra Psychic. Oh my goodness gracious me, that's a lot of damage. Terra Psychic, Yan Mega. Holy moly. And now a Pursuit Trap on the Yan Mega because of it being a Psychic type. That's pretty cool, but it does just about live. Great timing. That is great timing. In comes the Rabombi on a substitute. Imagine that was Sleep Powder and you caught the Rabombi with a Sleep Powder because Bug Buzz goes through the substitute. What is happening? Okay. And it is Quiver Dance. Is it physical? Okay. Fire Blast misses. A second Quiver Dance is GG, I think. I don't know how Icy can read this. I think that's game, right? What a fucking battle. It's just over. Can it live one and Nuzzle, Hatterene? Maybe. It lives. There you go. Not too bad. But can't you just Quiver Dance again? Because Para only half speed after Gen 7. So you can just Quiver Dance again? This is dumb. Why isn't it a quarter speed for Para? I mean, this just dies unless full Para. Oh. It wouldn't have killed anyway without a crit. Alright. It's another kill. And that's that. Imagine it was Sleep Powder Tangrowth. Imagine the scenes. No Paras. No punish. There really wasn't a punish waiting to happen, though. 5-0. The Belfast Blazikens. That's that. Right. This is a stonker, isn't it? The Berkshire Bellossom against the Gloucestershire Gallade. A Behem has come to the battle. Eh? Well, well. Well, well. Well, well. Oh, wow. So, what is the plan for the Gallades? The Bellossom, to be fair, are actually slightly below them, I think, in the standings. Or are they both 5-1? I think they're both 5-1. So, answers for Scizor exist in, I guess, Behem and just Arcanine somewhat. Although Arcanine has a few jobs to do in this battle. The Annoyance of the Shaman, who will no doubt Terra into something of annoyance. Probably... don't know, actually. Rock? It wouldn't be Rock. No one Terras into Rock, do they? I don't know. Scizor can't really do much other than U-turn and force the Arcanine in. Tinkerton can set rocks and look at things. I don't know, it's going to be a tough battle from both sides. The Tornadus, is it the fastest thing? No, because Zeraora. There's no ground types to stop Zeraora Volt switching about. Save the Isoto editing. Oh, sorry. Fixed. I don't know how I feel. This feels like a toss-up. I'm curious to see what Behem does. Right. Knockoff is there to start off with. Terrain Extender. This is what? Psychic Terrain to stop Scizor being able to Bullet Punch? I mean, Arcanine stops it from being able to do any of that shit, so it seems a bit weird. Teleport out, but the rocks have gone up. Subson won't mind too much. Rotom Wash here. Nidoqueen. Will it? No, there's no reason to... Stays in on the Volt Switch and gets a huge Sludge Wave off. That's actually, like, huge penis, because you would never expect Nidoqueen to stay in here, and that's kind of exactly why it works. Like, why does Nidoqueen stay in if the rocks are already up? But the reality is Bella is so likely to Will-O-Wisp or Volt Switch this turn. I would say almost certainly Will-O-Wisp, which is why I'm shocked that Bella Volt Switches. Because I think I would kind of expect, like, AV Zeraora or something to come in, as it like that way it can like win a 1v1 against Kyurem, and switch in more easily to Tornadus, Hurricanes and stuff. So I was really expecting Will-O-Wisp here, but then I guess Volt Switch is the better play on Shaman. But this is actually just a great play from Subson. It makes sense, actually, on hindsight to stay in, because it's such an easy over-prediction. And I don't know if Hydro Pump one-shots, because it depends on Rotom's and Nidoqueen's set. And with rocks already up, what does Nidoqueen do this battle? I guess it threatens the Arcanine, but like that is a huge dub of a turn for Subson. Shaman now comes in on the Hidden Power Ice. Toxic onto the Arcanine is nice. There is no Cleric, I believe. Terra Dragon. That is the move, apparently. Terra Dragon against Diancie and Kyurem. Will he live to regret it? That is the question. Okay. Teleport. The Arcanine's so low, and it's toxic. This does actually open up the pathway for Scizor. But we could see some Psychic Terrain beastliness so that Diancie can go hard, which it does look like it can, and an Earth Power on the switch in will catch Tinkerton, who is rather bulky, it has to be said. Rotom in and out, I would imagine, with the Gigaton Hammer. Can't use that next turn, though, I believe. How does that work? Diancie in. Megaton going down is pretty cool for Kyurem. I don't know if Subson will let it go down. He does. I guess Kyurem Dracos... I mean, Kyurem Dracos are a bit of a threat. Scizor doesn't want to take too much unnecessary damage, but there's no happy switching here. Arcanine is going to be saved. BHM dies to 2 bullet punches, though, does it not? No, it doesn't. It's actually going to live, but is it not outsped? Terrafire! Of course! But the U-turn means it can't catch it with a Terra Blast. So Shaman's going to come in. As Psychic Terrain does go up. Which is pretty cool, because now Diancie can come in. But I think it's just going to be Gallade able to come in when something gets sacked. And this will happily go down now. And Zeraora can just outspeed it. Yeah. It was a cool idea from Bella, but I think this might be game. Close combat was the move. And Toxic will pick up the kill. Tornado's in. Apparently forces switch to Ducks. Nasty plot. Alpha. Picks up the kill with the Hurricane hit. And it is Life Orb, but Zeraora or Scarf Gallade could come into revenge. And it is just the Zeraora. Thought we might see a Electric Berry on a Nasty Plot set. I don't know if Life Orb was necessary for a one-shot, but it probably was, depending on a roll. I don't know. But that could have been a game changer. Although Scarf Gallade would have cleaned up regardless with CC. So in comes the Scizor. And the Gallade will be in the apparently very exclusive 6-1 club, featuring so far just them, the Blazikens, and the Cheshire Combees of the Miles Conference. Alright. Bella was not happy about the Nidoqueen staying in, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's just one of them turns that is really frustrating in hindsight, because... You know, on first look, this is quite even, but I can see why this Psychic Terrain stuff happened. I don't know, Arcanine maybe had too much to do. I mean, Scizor ended up putting in too much work. But hey. Another day. And we've got the Entei against the Altarias of Ariana, who really need this result. Arguably, both franchises could do with it. We've got the Portishead Ponyta. After this battle, that's what I'm thinking about. Does Zeraora get Grass Knot? Did you not run like Rindo Swampert? Or is that like too much of a commit? Doom, doom. It does get the knot. Alright. It's not unwinnable, though. No, it's not. Just requires tech on your side, not so much on the Gallade. We've got the Cofagrigus and Fortress combo from Cat. Are we going to see some hazard stacking? I don't know. This looks like it's going to be a wild one with Dramper coming to the party. But so is... What's this thing? Evil Pikachu? Someone will explain what Hunger Switch does. What is that? What is... I mean, I'm down for the Entei to show us this thing, because I've never... I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Alright. Pilot Swine Opener against the Volt Switching Rotom Heat, rather than Will-O-Wisping. Maybe trying to catch a switch to... I don't know. It's a very aggressive over-prediction. Stealth Rocks do just go up, and there's a Defog, getting a free switch into Cofagrigus. Does Cofagrigus really like Rotom, though? I'm not so sure. Volt Switch does 26%. And Cofagrigus is going to go for... Oh, why does Aerodactyl come in? It's Calm Mind. What is going on this battle? I am really confused. As here is the Mega Aerodactyl going for a Stone Edge and critting for 70%. Trick Room is there. I was expecting Iron Defense, but hey ho, we have got a rest. But realistically, this still does nearly 50% with Stone Edges. And Earthquake was the move instead. There's no Iron Defense, but there is Shadow Ball. We are seeing some Trick Room jazz. But I'm sure we'll see a switch to spare this Aerodactyl. And indeed, we do see Drampa come in. Calm Mind predicting? No prediction from Cat. And I have to say, Drampa probably quite likes the Trick Room. Pilot Swine comes in. Changes the type of Aura Wheel. What? Depending on what? Whether it's like above or below a certain health? That's a lot of damage. Icicle Crash cannot pick up the return kill because of the Terra Normal. And Pilot Swine will just chip away with some Ice Shard. And it's Roost. This thing gets Roost. What a gamer. And it Calm Minds a little bit more. As rocks go up, how much of a threat does this thing present? As it's only really special attackers. As Hyper Voice will pick up the kill. Changes every turn. It's psychotic. Here comes Walking Wake, baby! So I mean, it wouldn't have killed. It wouldn't even come close to killing. It's Terra Normal. And it's a 6-0 for the Arianas Altarias. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that probably was GG. Apparently, Cat needed to go regardless, so I appreciate that. And what a dub for the Altarias. It's the exact sort of thing that they need. And the result has gone their way there. A nice little Drampa set. I like Drampa. I think it's an underrated mon. Alright, can we see the form of the SuperRods continue? As Togekiss. Is it the opener or is it the Zoroark? These are the questions that we ask. As it's an immediate mega bravely so from the Gyarados into a dazzling gleam that it takes and returns with a Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. And gets the para. Holy shit, if I would be sympathetic of Harry if this was any mon other than Togekiss. Okay. So, leftovers on the Stack Attacker as it goes straight for the Trick Room. Terra Ground. And fucking destroys this Slowbro. Jesus. Sigmoid gives no fucks and it gets the attack raise as well. With less defensive IVs is required. He explained this set to us the other week. Gets a big superpower off and has to tank a Woodhammer, but does not. Okay. But the recoil, down goes Torterra. It's a 2-for-1 on the Stack Attacker with the Trick Room. And this is a wild one. Here comes Blissey. Offensive Blissey in Trick Room? Fucking show me shit like the Snowscape. I thought we were going to see Serene Grace. Ice Beam. Why am I seeing Snowscape? Does someone want to explain this to me? What is the set? What's going on? Surging Strikes are critting away. Aurora Veil, Terra Ice. Alright, well the teleport out is there. I don't know what I'm watching. Unseen Fist Gardevoir. Doesn't seem like the most optimal ability. But a Scarf Moonblast will be struggling to switch into, apart from the Silver Valley Steel, which is right there. To take it. Sigmoid is really putting the pressure on now. I believe it was for Blizzard Mega. Holy shit, what a set. Blizzard Mega Gyarados with Snowscape Blissey. Is it running like Icy Rock as well? I beg. Terra Rock is here with the Rock Slide, but it's tanked. How is it tanked? How? How does it take? It's burned on the flamethrower. Are you kidding me? 2 10% going against Harry. And he's going to struggle to win this battle from here. Rock Slide is here. Defog will get rid of the rocks. And Earthquake's going to pick up the kill. This looks like close to game. Any chip on... Well, this is the potential Ice Punch. And it's lived by Chaddy Garchomp, who uses Crunch, expecting it to be Zoroark. I respect the call. As we see Moltres sacked off. I am a little worried, but the Gardevoir can come in now and force a sack of the Togekiss. And then we will know which Mon comes back in, and it will be Zoroark, because it has to be Zoroark. But then Zoroark forces a switch to Blissey. This should be game. This should be game. It should be another Fish Pond SuperRods team getting a win. And they are looking like a different... Hang on a minute. They didn't switch out. It lives! It lives! Holy shit. I thought that would have been game back to the Urshifu. I cannot believe Sigmoid risked the Gardevoir dying, but he knew it would live and he trusted it not to get crit. Wait. This thing has Aqua Jet. So he did throw by not switching out the Gardevoir. Wait. The rightful Aqua Jet from Harry. Why was the Gardevoir left in on the Zoroark? The game was in the bag. It was in the bag. And Harry has... He's got away with that one. You know, he was a little unfortunate, to be fair, with the T-Bolt Para and the Flamethrower burn in particular. But he's on the ropes. And that was wild. Was this a Salt Vest Urshifu? Did it maybe like live one? I don't know. That was yeah. Wowza. Alright. The Amsterdam's Aggron was punching gloves and avoids contact effects. Doesn't that also boost power of punching moves or something? Makes it slightly better than protective pads for punchers. I don't actually know. I think I remember seeing it somewhere. Alright. The Mimes were slighted a little bit last week by the Littens. They'll be looking for a regame, but a scary one at that they're requesting against the Amsterdam Aggron. Right. Here we go. Araquanid lead. Is it read by Yeti? Seemingly not respected, or are we going to see we are going to see a turn 1 Terror to get the rocks up. Thomas reading it? No. He clicks liquidation. Okay. Maybe forcing an early Venusaur switch on a potential Sticky Web, knowing that the Donphan's probably switching out. Yep. It's actually going to be Jelly Scent, though. Pretty cool switching to liquidation. As there is Shadow Ball. Does get the drop on Mr. Mycelium Tentacruel Weird Mode, as Energy Ball does so little. Assault Vest Jelly Scent. Indeed, it must be kills with Ice Beam thanks to the drop. In particular, Offensive Jellicent doing work for the first time ever, as it has not been one shot by Crit Thunderbolt, as we have Shadow Ball from the Aegislash. I worry that maybe Shadow Sneak would have killed, but Shadow Ball does not. Does pick up the kill eventually. Huge work done by the Jellicent. Something tells me that Regirock is still going to be able to outspeed and Volt Switch, which, now that there's no ground type, it does look pretty hard for Yeti to lose this one, it has to be said. Oh, Rabombi's immune to Sleep Powder? Well, there you go. Leech Seed, though. Maybe it's immune to that as well, I don't know. Rabombi's kind of insane, I'm not going to lie. The Mon is, oh. I'm loving the entrainment there. Getting rid of Thick Fat. Pretty cool. Doesn't really do much for allowing the Venusaur to die to anything other than Ninetales, though. It's only really half the effect of Thick Fat. It still resists fire. Well, here is the Salamence with a dual Wing Beat, but it's not enough damage, and Venusaur's going to stay in. Has it got Hidden Power Ice? It has! No other reason why Yeti would really have wanted to stay in there. Catch a greedy Dragon Dance. And that should be game. The Mimes are back on the win train in the Aggron. They are dabbling in the upper echelons of conferences these past couple of seasons, but every single time they have to try and establish themselves there and stay proves difficult when they sink right back in to the mid-pack. There's a rapid spin from Regirock, and it's just dead to Moonblast. Holy shit. Okay. Pretty sure Melmetal doesn't care how much damage he's going to do to poor Inferno if he resists it 4 times over. Oh my Jesus Christ. It kills! And the crit probably didn't matter. Does that resist 4 times over? What the Jesus? Okay. Right. Well, that's death. Terra Steel. Probably still dies. I'm not going to lie. Only a 2. Oh, freeze. Only resists 4 times over. Oh, does fighting not resist steel? Huh. I guess it doesn't. No, because Terrakion's weak to steel. Alright. Well, that's a bit unfortunate for Yeti. Going to try and save the Mondef by going into Baxcalibur. But a little bit sketchy here. Could be risking a... Ooh. So it is a choiced Ninetales by the looks of it. Maybe it was Specs damage, I'm not so sure. But no crits. And it's cleaned up by King Arthur. Yeah, I think it used a Moonblast the time before. I think it was Specs. I think. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm dumb and I didn't notice it when it did actually change moves. Okay. Bastions against Joe, who has brought a thing. A magnet pull trapping this iron treading thing bong. Okay. Lead with it? No. Okay. Bronzong is the one who takes a knockoff to the face. Not too well. But it will get the rocks up. Blastoise in. Life Orb. In comes the Rodon. It's toxic. Nice read by Joe. Does he switch on the Defog or Leaf Storm? Probably covered off by Florges on both parts, and does so. Nasty plot. Alright. Offense is the name of the game so far for the Appletons. Leaf Storm does a lot, but it's still a Florges. And Life Orb, Rotom as well. And when Life Orb isn't getting you the rolls you need for a 1-hit or 2-hit, the item is actually a fucking grief. Tough times. Well, here is the first impression. That one's pretty cool. No Life Orb on that thing. So in comes the Coco on the Volt Switch. But it's just T-Bolt. Does a lot of damage because of the electric terrain. Dazzling Gleam, 52%. But Life Orb is going to put it in range of Shadow Ball. Actually kind of surprised that Iron Treads didn't come in on the Raikou instead of the Coco. But I guess that's easy to say in hindsight. And there is the Bronzong. I mean, when you're at a deficit like this, I feel like you can't Earthquake the Raikou. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a lot of people who will fall into the trap of over-predicting, and I think it's fair that Bastion just tries to catch Joe trying to do the business, but like he's saving Raikou. He's saving Raikou for Vaporeon on Articuno. You can't Earthquake here. The Bronzong is so sackable. It has to be knockoff into knockoff. Has to be. That's game right there, I think. Not predicting the Bronzong coming in. Vaporeon. Oh, was his Life Orb as well? Because it's not got bloody leftovers. Hydro Pump. Alright, Scarfed maybe? To outspeed Ursaluna, does it? It doesn't need a Scarf to outspeed Ursaluna. I don't know what it is. Specs? Thunderbolt? This is a cool team for Bastions, but it's just gone a little wrong. The Aurasphere, putting in the work. Apparently you don't need to be shiny rash anymore to run Aurasphere on Raikou. First impression is a lot of damage. Need to be a Specs Vaporeon magnet. Huh. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, Vaporeon, it's such a historically click to win. Easy to build a draft around Pokemon, but it kind of just isn't in this generation where it is just a bit of a liability. Back in Gen 4, there's only a select set of mons that can punish Vaporeon and set up and take a use of its limited move pool and therefore passiveness if you can. Because it does hit very hard. But now everything can take advantage of it. And it's going to be not a Joe 3-0 because the Aqua Jet is there, obviously. Could have been first impression, but... Golub? Go on, Golub. Aww. Aqua Jet crit? No. Okay. Articuno was also Life Orb. Respect the Life Orb Chad. It's a 2-0 for Joe, as I can not quite yet show you the updated Smiles Conference standings, which will be missing more fixtures, of course, because we've got a feature matchup. How did the prediction go for it? What have people predicted? It's pretty 50-50 between the Starmies and the Scorbunnies. I will be hopping into the office with, of course, Sniper Kid 97, and I'll be getting the replay, and we will have our Week 7 feature matchup, which I dare say is quite cool. I will see you then. Okay, so this is the first time you have definitely heard us speaking in the last couple minutes. It is myself and the coach of the Stock Markness Starmies, Sniper. How are you? And talk to me about your prep in this matchup.
I am good, actually. So my prep for this matchup was very easy, actually, because I have a very favorable matchup. Because if you look at his team, you'll see his only ice type switch in is a Centiskorch.
Yes, it hasn't. Yeah.
Which is why there's both a Darmanitan and a Glaceon.
Are they like both scarfed? You're just gonna click moves?
No, they're actually not both scarfed. The Darmanitan is scarfed.
Yeah.
The Glaceon is never melt ice, so that's gonna make Ariana very happy.
Okay, never melt ice.
It's a very cool moveset as well. It's
are we gonna
6 HP? I don't remember exactly what it's speed for. Let's see. 65.
Okay, you're revealing these secrets.
It's speed to beat Seismitoad with no investment.
Okay, fair. With the freeze dry.
It has freeze dry, shadow ball, heal bell, baton pass.
What is your plan for Swalot? Because this mon can do a lot of things. What are you expecting it to do?
I didn't expect Swalot to come, not gonna lie.
Fair enough.
I figured if it comes, it doesn't do anything to me.
You mean you're not ready for the acid armor infestation?
No.
Substitute, amnesia, PP stall, recycle leper berry, rest, sleep talk, stockpile, spit up.
No, I expected that Swallow to be a Centiskorch.
Fair.
And
But it
I
wasn't.
expected there to also be a Tapu Lele.
I don't think I've seen Centiskorts this season. I don't know if Azazel and Raindrop are fans of it.
Doesn't seem like it.
Have we seen it? Has it come once, maybe? So, what is the plan? Turn 1, just click Ice-type move and just expect to see a scouting of, like, Scarf, Dragapult, or Terrakion or something?
Yes, the plan was that he has no ice resist, so I just lead Scarf Darmanitan, and if he leads something that could be Scarfed and kill me, I just swap out.
Seems pretty foolproof to me. All right, we've got the Swallow.
My Charizard is there as the Kartana answer. Snorlax is there purely to beat Dragapult.
Yep.
It's full defense with AV, and Screamtail is there to beat Tapu Lele and any
Pidgeot?
other special threats.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pidgeot and Eel.
But this is a very weird turn 1, right?
Yes.
Because
I was like, this can't kill me. I will just click the ice move.
It does get counter though, I think.
I did not expect counter. I only calc body press.
Fair.
Which I also calc the special defense set. So I thought body press was gonna do like 50.
Okay, fair. It's a pretty
And
big
it did,
return.
a little bit more.
Are you in Rock's range? That is the big thing.
Yes. I am in Rock's range, which is not ideal.
But that's okay, because you've got the Charizard.
Yes. The Charizard is Boots Defog. The Charizard is also very funny, because it doesn't have any fire move.
Oh, and it's the Kartana answer.
Yes.
To be fair, I mean, I guess it's never going to stay in on you, so...
No. It is Roost, Defog, Will-O-Wisp, and Hurricane.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair enough. Hurricane probably one-shots Kartana anyway.
Yes. I was like, Will-O-Wisp is really good in this matchup. I would rather have Will-O-Wisp than a Flamethrower.
Mm-hmm. Any chip on Eel is literally worth gold, as that thing will sweep your team if it has enough HP. This is the Meow Meow U-turn. Come in, click stab U-turn, get the fuck out.
Meowscarada had 2 potential sets. The other set I was considering to bring is Scarf, but I did not bring Scarf.
Just to cover off.
Yeah, I brought Trailblaze.
Oh,
because
that's
I figured
cool.
the only answer to my Meowscarada was the Terrakion, Scarf Terrakion. So I was like, if Terrakion comes in as an answer to this consistently, I'll just click Trailblaze and beat it anyway.
I guess Scarf Dragapult is a thing, potentially, but it seems like a cool idea.
Yeah, I was like, if the Terrakion keeps coming in as an answer, I'll just click Trailblaze and kill it with Flower Drake.
Cool, alright. So this is...
Black Glasses Knockoff is the main move you click. But I didn't want to click it too early until I knew Terrakion wasn't going to come in on it.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. Alright, it's leftovers.
It's just because it's good to hit on anything on his team, and like, what's Eel gonna do to me if it comes in?
Flash Cannon is depressingly nowhere near breaking the Jigglypuff. This is going to be the slowest.
Screamtail is so fucking fat, it's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
this is this is not going well for Azazel. I did think at some point he might Volt Switch out into Katana, but apparently that's not a thing.
That's what I thought as well. I was just gonna sit there until it did something.
U-turn?
And then
no.
He got the drop. I was like, sure, I'll just swap.
Seems fair, but you can't kill. U-turn, like, bonk. Oh, risk taken.
And here, I thought he would swap out.
I don't know about that. Flamethrower. Ooh, why would he switch out? Unless you were like, were you expecting him to expect U-turn?
No, I thought he would expect me to just kill it.
But you can't kill it though. It lives everything.
I can. I have
with U-turn. Oh, with knockoff. Yeah.
And I have Flower Trick.
For some reason, is Flower Trick physical?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
70 power always crits.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's just cringe then. Well, he stays in.
I thought it would save health on this, but he just stays in and clicks Flamethrower.
Yeah, I mean, once it's below 50%, it's hard, right? Because it is slow.
Yeah.
So it's hard. I mean, I guess it can always come in against Screamtail, but it's not like it can do much against that. Oh well, you're fucking fast now.
Yep.
But not enough to kill.
No. The reason I didn't click U-turn there is because I was scared of Quick Attack.
That's fair. Yeah, no reason not to.
Meowscarada still has value, even at 7%, because it's fast as fuck.
And Jigglypuff, evil Jigglypuff, sorry.
Evil Jigglypuff just sits here.
It do be sitting here. It do be sitting here Maybe weakness policy Dragapult? No? Okay. Understandably. Yeah.
So shockingly enough, I go into my AV Snorlax on the Dragapult. This Snorlax turn is kind of weird. Because I have Body Slam, Darkest Lariat, Earthquake, and Heat Crash. You want to click Darkest Lariat on the fucking Dragapult, but you don't want to click any other moves on it.
That's fair.
Like Body Slam doesn't hit it, obviously. Heat Crash does nothing.
Earthquake proved to be
And
pretty
Earthquake
value.
was a very good, yeah. I don't want to click Darkest Lariat because if I hit that into Terrakion, I'm just screwed.
I think it made sense to sack Meowscarada. I think some people might not have sacked Meowscarada there, but yeah, I think it's the right play.
Yeah.
Okay, T-Wave. What is the lose condition now? Rock Polish, Weakness Policy, Terrakion. Something like that is all I can think of.
Yeah, Scarf Terrakion is still a problem.
Uh-huh. Does Glaceon take 1 from it, though?
Yes, if I Terra.
Okay.
If it doesn't click Close Combat, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, I thought Glaceon might live 1 if you were defensively.
This is funny, because I thought he would switch out. And then he just kept getting paralyzed. I'm like, he's clicking U-turn, right?
I mean, I guess
so
he is.
Kept clicking Body Slam, expecting him to get the U-turn off.
He is.
And then he clicks Draco. And I'm like, oh, he's just sacking this.
And then he U-turn. That's so typical sometimes, I swear. And so
Thankfully,
then
he went Kartana instead of Terrakion on the Darkest Lariat.
That could have been scary, actually. Alright, nice.
So then we go Charizard, which doesn't care about the Kartana.
What if Kartana was running like Frustration or something? Would it have been a bit more annoying? If on that switch hand, I don't know if it kills from 64.
It does have to be Scarfed.
It does have to be Scarfed, yeah.
Frustration. I don't think it does much to Screamtail.
Glaceon can literally come in and fire off a Freeze Dry. Okay, this is pretty cool. You're right. I mean, this is a nice matchup. I feel like the entire matchup you've played expecting and scared of some weird tech from Azazel that just hasn't really come.
Yeah.
It feels like you're playing against an AI right now, which is, I mean in the most respectful of senses. But yeah.
Terrakion.
Okay. Well, here it is.
The first double. Like, yeah, I'll just sack Snorlax.
Cool.
Because the Dragapult is dead, so you just sack Snorlax because it has no use anymore. And I would rather do that than risk throwing the entire game.
In comes the
then
flinch.
I go Glaceon, because I'm expecting this to be his choice.
You are willing to risk the non-choice for the flex. I like it. That's alpha.
Yeah.
Okay. It's your Heat Wave. Live it. Live it. Live in it.
Yeah, I was just sacking Glaceon. I was like, maybe I survived the roll.
Oh.
I think it was the roll, but I don't remember how good of a roll it was. But it lived the roll, which is good. And then we go Charizard. Mostly because of, I was scared of, I don't remember what I was scared of. I think I was scared of Choice Scarf.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but also Beast Boost.
Does Kartana not get like anything, like Rock Tomb?
Don't know. I didn't actually double check.
I don't think it does.
It anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool. Then we click Will-O-Wisp because we don't have a fire move and we don't want to miss Hurricane.
Because
if we miss Hurricane and he has a move that hits me, then we're just done.
Counter Swallow and Frustration on Kartana after the knockoff, putting you to like 63, 64. Because I think maybe there's a play there that's problematic. Like, if Charizard gets switched in on by return, but then you're right, like, it's still Scarfed. Like, I mean, Azazel had to build that slightly different and play it very, very well.
Yeah, was a very good matchup for me, especially when it didn't bring Scorch.
Yeah.
I was very scared of Scorch in building.
All right. What does that do?
Flame Body.
What does that do to the standings? I want you to just break down the entirety of the Smiles conference for me, because you're probably more in tune to it than I am right now. I don't know.
I have a very good Mon differential.
But you are 4-3, so that is not the hot shit.
No, but my Mon differential is crazy.
It is. It is
like I almost have the same as Subson at 6-1.
That is
better than Yeti at 6-1.
This is Litten's season back. Like Joe is back up at 5-2, and I don't know. The Mimes are up there at 6-1 and playing well, but it just feels like they're such a target right now when it comes to the top 2 race. It's still in the Gallade and Blazikens' hands. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very close in both conferences.
The Aggron, are they going to manage to hang on to top 8? I don't know.
Honestly, I could see it happening.
Good? I don't know. I just look at the teams below them, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
The next few teams below is solid.
So, in terms of
It's
matches missing, it is maybe perhaps unsurprisingly that Leeds Ludicolo's and the Irish Enteis and Rotterdam Rotoms.
I am very happy with my bounce back because I had after Sark I lost all motivation for Pokemon, and then the week after losing to Sark I played Bella and Joe basically 2 days after each other, and played the worst Pokemon I've played in 10 seasons, which was depressing.
But this
now bounce back.
This could be it. This could be it. You've got the Weeaboo cat that seems very strong. You've got a very unorthodox Charizard pivot that seems to be doing a lot of niche work. I mean,
Charizard is actually so underrated as a ball.
What are the? I assume the goal is top 4 right now.
Yeah,
but it's still early that nothing's out of. Yeah.
And as much as possible.
Where did you come in league play last season?
4th, I think. 5th.
4th. Let's see. Let's see what the benchmark is, because it's not about comparing ourselves to other teams. It's always about comparing ourselves
I got 3rd, actually, I think.
to ourselves. So last season you were a Miles Conference gamer. You started 1-0.
Behind Ryan Vex.
At this point in, you were 6-1, so you're gonna have a little bit of catch up to do.
Yeah.
You did stay very, very strong. Of course, you were in the Miles Conference, so things were a little bit easier. But come the end of the season, you're right. You were 3rd. You won the. you won it. You won out in that incident.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I recall. Yes, I remember. So in terms of onwards to next week in week 8, you are playing the Portishead Ponyta. That seems like a pretty critical matchup to me.
Yes, it is going to be an important matchup. I haven't actually looked at the matchup yet.
With the form that Sigmoid is in, how much credit do you give to the potential upset over the Belfast Blazikens?
I think it's going to look a little bit sketchy, but I think Pudding's going to secure it in the end.
I'm also
like a rough first 10 turns, and then Pudding's going to stabilize and take it, I think.
Yeah. I'm also very curious about these matchups. The Rotoms against the Appletons on the fringe of playoffs, and the Lumineon and the Mimes in terms of top 4, potentially who can chase the top 2.
Yeah, that Mimes versus Lumineon is going to be a good match, I think.
Yeah, in terms of the Miles Conference, birthday boy Super Hooper Nelson has a chance to make the Dakar Drapion go 2-6, would it be? I mean, this is... It would be 1-7. It would be a Brazil record for Mojang, which for me, funny. It just doesn't make sense to me. The Bulu are playing the Deino. Oh my god.
It's so strange.
Oh, and the Techo's going to get their first win of the season against Phalius as well.
Yeah, you can see that happening. It's going to be... Phalius has just beaten Rai. He's definitely going to lose to Techo at 0-6. It's just no other universe existing.
I don't know if there's any big changes on leaderboard this week.
I have just looked at my matchup, and I see that the only ice resist is Sneasel and Urshifu, and I'm very excited.
Oh, that seems cool. We have...
Yeah, I think Harry's going to have a rough time.
Flygon's going a bit hard.
I don't understand how Flygon's at the top.
Flygon first impression beast. Dragon dancing monster with terror.
Yeah, I meant the Gallade. Like, it's not that difficult to stop.
Well, it really hasn't. It just did a lot of work in the first 5 weeks, and it's very efficient. So now it's the threat of the Gallade is more impactful than the Gallade itself. Now it's evolved into the next stage of a threat during the season.
Yeah, it just clicks a button and cleans up.
Well, it hasn't been able to click a button. Will it get to click a button next week? Well, the Gallades are playing The
I love that my Nihilego is still
Aggron.
quite high. I've only brought it 2 times.
Yeah, it's the point where early in the season, any like noticeable sweep or two, it is very.
It is still 19th place after 2 games.
Yeah, like it's about the differential as well. Like the less times it comes, the less it can die as well. I don't know. It's kind of weird. We'll see.
I've been
what else
thinking
there
about
is.
bring it more because it's such a cool one. I like it a lot.
I mean, it can Terra, right?
Yeah,
It's tier 3. That's kind of nutty. Its only real downside is its type.
I like flexing my mons around a lot.
It's got
like
a
every
nice...
season when you look at my team, you'll see like every mon is getting brought a lot.
It's not quite the Belfast Blazikens distribution, is it?
No.
Maybe you're doing it wrong
quite
then.
the opposite.
Yeah, maybe that's the secret. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I brought my tier 5 6 times already.
Yeah. Well, whatever works, you know. Sometimes if you find someone like Licky Licky or Wigglytuff, and it ends up being very important to the team, sometimes it's going to keep coming.
But mine is Glaceon, Cloyster, Haunter.
I mean, Terra makes a lot of mons very possible, and all you got to do is turn one critical turn in a battle, and suddenly it's nearly in the bag a lot of the time. So,
yeah, I am a big fan of just making use of my entire draft and being difficult to prepare for because everyone knows I'm willing to bring anything.
That's the way to do it. More fun. Well,
yeah.
Discord is there for any of the lurkers. Indeed, you've got Volby, Fren. I love that. I wish you the best luck in your matchup upcoming this week. I will be away
thank you.
next weekend, which is something that is in very classic, helpful fashion I haven't mentioned to Rye at all. But I am away, and the stream will likely be on Monday, as I will be in nearly Wales, not Wales. And you're featuring next week. That's great. So we'll just do a time on Monday that is whatever goodness, you know. If that's evening, we can do evening. Saturday doesn't work. I don't know when we're coming back on Monday. So I probably can't do the afternoon anyway. We'll figure it out. My MOT is on the Wednesday, but that doesn't take a whole day. Yeah, I don't know. It's all a little bit chaotic at the moment, as you can imagine. So maybe we'll just get Sniper to stand in and do the stream, which you agreed to. Yep. Okay. Right. Well, there you go. We can have a Sunday. That is probably unnecessary, but we'll see how we're doing. I don't know who has my stream key. Finchy has my stream key, I think, so he can probably hack into the mainframe and see what we can do. But I think Monday evening could potentially work, but I'll get that in writing when I can confirm it. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Sniper, for joining me for the featured matchup. You have made 53% of people very happy with that W. And we will see you all next week. Emerald Kaiser will be back for Despair. I don't want to talk about Attempt 40, though, so we'll deal with that when we get there.